The McIntosh DS200 is here, and if you know McIntosh, you know they don't mess around. They build gear that looks incredible, lasts forever, and most importantly, sounds phenomenal. This streaming DAC is no exception, but is it worth adding to your system? McIntosh has been at the top of high-end audio since 1949. Their amps have powered legendary recording studios like Abbey Road and Electric Lady. And if you've ever heard the Grateful Dead's Wall of Sound, well, that was powered by 48 McIntosh MC152s. The Dead picked McIntosh for its distortion-free power and balanced analog circuitry. Their reputation isn't just about luxury, it's about uncompromising performance and the unmistakable McIntosh sound. The first thing you notice about the DS200, this streamer is built to last. The classic black glass front panel with the illuminated McIntosh logo, the polished metal chassis, the smooth movement of the knobs, it all feels premium. It's not just a piece of audio gear, it's a work of art that makes a statement. At its core, the DS200 is a digital to analog converter, or DAC, with built-in music streaming. It takes digital audio from your phone, computer, TV, or music server and converts it into high-fidelity sound for your system. It's fully loaded with AirPlay 2, Google Cast, Spotify Connect, TIDAL Connect, and Bluetooth with aptX HD. If you stream music, you're covered. The digital to analog circuitry in the DS200 is what sets it apart from the competition. McIntosh engineered this custom chip powered by a next-generation, quad-balanced 8-channel 32-bit DAC. This audiophile-grade DAC features huge dynamic range and low distortion for pristine sound reproduction. One of my favorite features on this streamer is Roon integration. If you're into high-res music and you want a seamless way to manage both streaming services and local files, this is just plug and play. Just fire up the Roon app and the DS200 on the same Wi-Fi network and start casting your favorite music in high resolution to your ears in just a few clicks. Flipping it around to the back, McIntosh gives you plenty of ways to hook this up. You have 2 optical and 2 coaxial inputs, USB for your computer, AES EBU for professional grade digital sources, and even HDMI ARC. That last one is a game changer if you want to run your TV audio through the DS200. For outputs, it's got both balanced XLR and unbalanced RCA connection, which means flexibility. You can run it into a preamp, an integrated amp, or connect it directly to a power amp if you're running an all-digital system. And that's where things get interesting. I was impressed by the capabilities of the DS200 functioning as sort of a preamp processor. While its primary function is to be a DAC, a digital to analog converter, after I changed the volume control from fixed to adjustable in the settings menu, the features of this device seem to become unlocked. Feeding a standard 2-channel amplifier directly from the DS200 yielded a seamless all-digital experience. I was able to switch between digital sources plugged into the DS200, stream music from the internet, and draw my TV audio via HDMI ARC. And every bit of audio, no pun intended, was processed and volume controlled by the DS200. If you want the perfect match, the McIntosh MC152 power amplifier is the way to go. The DS200's balanced outputs send a clean, noise-free signal straight to the MC152 and out to the passive loudspeakers of your choice. The result? Pure dynamic sound with effortless power. The MC152 pumps out 150 watts per channel, so it has no problem driving even the most demanding speakers. And because the DS200 has that next generation quad balanced DAC, the amp is getting the best possible source signal. And that combination creates a smooth, natural, and detailed sound. Whether you're listening to high-res music or TV sound, everything gets expertly converted into 2-channel stereo, and the results are stunning. The lesson here is, if you're running a digital-only system, just switch the DS200 into variable output mode. Connect it directly to the amplifier and speaker combination of your choice, and it becomes the input source manager, the streamer, and the volume control for your system. No extra components, no unnecessary signal paths, just clean, pure sound straight from the source. My first impressions? Honestly, this streamer is fantastic. The DS200 supports PCM up to 32-bit, 384 kHz, and direct stream digital encoding up to DSD512, so it can handle the highest resolution digital formats without breaking a sweat. But the specs only tell part of the story. What really matters is how it feels when you listen, and that's where the DS200 shines. It's got the classic McIntosh sound, detailed and clean, but never harsh. Some DACs can be too sharp and analytical, sucking the life out of your music. Not this one. The DS200 gives you all the detail without losing the warmth that makes the music feel alive. I threw on some jazz, a little classic rock, and even some electronic stuff. Everything sounded effortless. Alice Coltrane's Eternity had an incredible sense of space, with her harp's celestial sound floating perfectly in the mix. Switching gears, Thin Lizzy's Jailbreak came through with tight, punchy guitars and a rock-solid low end that made the twin harmonies feel electrifying. And when I cranked up The Fragile by 9 Inch Nails, the DS200 captured every layer of gritty distortion and dynamic contrast without ever feeling compressed or fatiguing. Each album I tested on the DS200 provided a truly unique showing of what this streamer is capable of. Vocals were silky smooth, instruments had great separation, and the bass, tight, controlled, and never overpowering. The best part is the gear never feels like it's getting in the way. You just get lost in the music. Okay, so no product is perfect. Here are a couple things to consider. First of all, there are no analog inputs, which really limits this device's ability to serve as a true preamp processor. If you have a turntable or another analog source, you'll need a separate preamp or AV receiver from the DS200. This is strictly a digital piece. If you're looking for a device that has analog inputs, including a dedicated phono stage, then the MSA5500 streaming integrated amplifier might be the way to go. The MSA5500 is worth mentioning next to the DS200 because it shares the same digital to analog circuitry and streaming capabilities. They also feature the same digital inputs. But rather than having the RCA and XLR preamp outputs found in the DS200, MSA5500 features 100 watts per channel of built-in amplification, so you don't need an external amplifier to connect your speakers directly to one of the best streamers and DACs on the market. So, is the McIntosh DS200 worth it? If you're serious about digital audio and want a high-end streaming DAC that sounds incredible, integrates seamlessly, and pairs beautifully with any 2-channel amplifier, then yeah, it's absolutely worth it. It's a versatile device with several use applications. The DS200 is definitely a premium piece of audio equipment. A high-quality DAC is often the missing link in a high-fidelity audio system that makes a real noticeable difference. Choosing one that not only looks amazing on display, but also has all the best network streaming capabilities built in is a no-brainer. If you're going for a DS200 and an MC152 combo, then you're in for an out-of-this-world experience and matching aesthetic. So what do you think? Would you add the DS200 to your system? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.